Hello, and welcome to another edition of Potluck, your everything and anything talk and entertainment TV show. My name is Laura Hartman, and I am your host. Today we have 5 amazing and talented guests from Aradia Fitness. With me, I have the owner, and she's also an instructor of Aradia Fitness, Melissa Rose. Hi. And Melissa, if you don't mind introducing your 2 instructors and the 2 students in the back.
Great. Well, we have Stephanie, and this is Beth, Ginger, and Monique.
Hi. Oh, welcome to the show. How's everybody doing?
Very good, thank you.
Great. So let's start with, how did you start Aradia and why?
Oh, goodness. So I opened the studio about 2 years ago. So I opened the first studio in Manassas, and then the second studio I opened in Ashburn a little over a year ago. Never had any plans to open 2, just sort of fell into my lap. So now there's 1 in Loudoun County, 1 in Prince William County.
Okay, great. And how did you get started, and how did you recruit your 2 beautiful instructors?
So I'd actually been pole dancing for a while and working at another studio, and so then I left and started Aradia. So I've been pole dancing for about 8 years. I mean, I actually met Stephanie and Beth years and years ago. We've been pole dancing together for a while.
About 6 years.
Yeah, 6 years.
Okay. And like, when did you start? When did you start
From
Aradia?
the very beginning.
I started with Aradia when you announced that you were leaving. It was actually near my house. I used to commute from Prince William County to Fairfax County, and it was just a horrible commute, even though I loved teaching. So when I knew Melissa was leaving, I asked her if I could come with her, and she said yes. So I've been there since the beginning, and I love it. I started teaching in 2011. I started taking classes in 2009. And ever since then, I just,
Okay.
You know.
And how long have you been? Have you also been the same amount of time?
Yeah, I've been taking and teaching pole dancing for about 6 years. I came over to Aradia in the winter, December, January time frame. And then also started teaching aerial yoga most recently for Melissa, in addition to pole.
Okay. Now you do more than just the pole dancing and the aerial yoga, which I love, that I've taken.
Good.
I'm a big fan of it. So describe all the other stuff that you have now and stuff that may be coming in the future, because this seems to be something that's getting more popular.
So we have pole dancing, of course, and aerial yoga, but we've really designed a program to complement pole dancing. So we have a bar class, we have a stretch class, we have conditioning classes, we have cardio classes. We also do personal training. We have a personal trainer that works at the studio, a wellness program, nutrition coaching. So we do a lot more than.
I had no idea.
See?
I've been on your website several times, and I've never seen anything.
We just added a tab to talk about nutrition and wellness.
Okay.
So we do lots more than just pole dancing. Everything we do really complements pole dancing, though. We have classes that are going to build your strength, we have classes that are going to build your endurance, and all of that is just going to help you with pole dancing.
Right, okay.
So, and Ginger can talk about the classes. She's tried everything.
And Ginger is a recent champion of pole dancing.
She is.
Yes, I am.
So let's talk about that.
I did APC, Atlantic Pole competition, back in April, and never had a desire to compete. But the studio, we had 13 girls that all agreed to do it, and we're like a big family, so we were very supportive of each other. So it was very nerve-wracking, but I enjoyed it. I'm glad I did it. Do I know if I'm going to do it again? Not positive.
She should. She was
again,
very
it was
good.
very stressful.
She was beautiful.
But at my age, I was like, this is nothing that, I should be doing, But again, I'm glad I did it. I was shocked that I won, and I'm excited on both parts.
How many entrants, or how many people were in the competition?
The competition itself was huge. I mean, there were about 150
150,
competitors
yes. Wow.
for the whole weekend. So
From,
Ginger
like,
didn't
Rhode
compete against
Island.
all 150.
No, they had different categories.
Okay.
So they did it based on your age.
Okay.
And your level.
And your level. There was an entertainment level area, there was a dramatic, and there was a championship. And then they had teen, junior, senior, masters. And
it was level 1, 2, 3, and 4.
4.
So what my category what I liked about this competition, they break it out in age. So you're not competing against 21-year-old. You're competing
Right.
close in your age.
Okay.
Like, so I was in masters, 40 and over, and so again I competed against 6 women, and they were very phenomenal too. So it was, you know, I enjoyed doing that because a lot of competitions you look at, everybody's competing against each other no matter what your age and stuff like that.
Sure.
So and everybody has different levels. And so it was broken out very well and everything, and that's what I liked about it, and said that, you know, I would agree to do it and everything. So again, I'm glad I did.
Oh, cool.
So.
Okay.
it sets everything on the same bar too. You know, like Ginger says, if I'm over 40 as well, and so competing against somebody who has been doing gymnastics the last 10, 15 years, and they're 21 years old, you know, I've had 2 kids, and you know, this isn't my full-time job. I haven't been in gym for the last 10 years, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it kind of makes me feel comfortable, and I'm sure Ginger, competing against somebody that is on the same level that you are.
Sure, sure. Okay. And you? How did you get involved in?
It's actually quite different. So I was actually in the gym, and I walked by, and it's like, oh, pole dancing. I'm like, really? And she was offering a free teaser class, and I was like, okay, maybe I'll give it a try.
Was this the one in Manassas?
The one in Manassas.
Okay.
So I joined in with like 2 of my coworkers. They left me hanging. It's okay. I decided to stick it out, and I've actually been pulling for almost 2 years now.
Oh, wow.
Which is great. I never would have thought, but
I taught your teaser class.
you
didn't
did.
I remember.
You did. I was like, oh my God, she's awesome. I'm like, oh, look at those splits. Yeah, it was amazing.
So are you flexible? Because like I know, like for me, I'm like not flexible. I'm like way, you know, like when I was younger, I did gymnastics, so I was flexible then. But right now, I don't feel like I could do splits.
So I
If
think
they'll
you have
ever come
to,
back.
you can work towards getting more
Exactly.
flexible later on, but there are a lot of things that you can do where you don't have to be flexible.
Okay.
And we kind of teach according to your individual needs, and work on the things that you want to work on as a student, or that you're interested in working on as a student. And I think all of the instructors bring a little bit something different, depending on the classes that you are in. Some people are more, you know, bodybuilder type, some are more sexy, some are more dance oriented, and so the students get a variety of options of what they want to focus on or what they want to work on, depending on what kind of instructor you have. So while she has a regular program, the different instructors make it different for each of the students.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, the
Well, this is like
instructors definitely add their own flair. I mean, I think Ginger and Monique can attest to that. We have some instructors, they walk in and they see who's teaching the class, and they're like, no, I'm going to be sore tomorrow.
Yes, yes. But this is like another thing. I've been doing it for 6 years, and when I was very small when I first started, but I couldn't do a lot of things that some women come in and do now, because the type of fitness that it goes on now is more like strength training. But when I'm old school, so when I was doing workouts and stuff like that, it was more like the Jane Fonda, the steps, you know, aerobics. So I didn't have upper body strength. So I mean, when I went in there being small, I couldn't do a spin, or because I didn't have the upper body strength, so I had to build that up. So it's like, and you can do it no matter what age you are, what size you are. We have different variety of women in there, and they all are strong in their own technique. And you can do it. A lot of women say, "Oh, I can't do that. I can't hold myself on a pole." No, not at first, but you work towards it, and you can do it.
Now, do you do bodybuilding, or do you?
I don't do
weightlifting, or is all your like?
All
'cause I can see
I
the
learned
strength
from. I built all my upper body strength
from
through
pole dancing,
pole fitness.
Wow.
I mean, we do. They do like training. We do push-ups. We do, we do pull-ups on the pole. I mean, they teach you to build your strength up, because you don't want to hurt yourself either. Because some people come in there and want to start because they watch stuff on YouTube or whatever, and they want to get right in there. They want to get right in there and do it. So, but you gotta,
Baby steps.
work on your muscles and everything, because your muscles not used to doing certain things. Like, you know, we got a twisted grip. You know, if you don't do it right, you're going to throw your shoulder out.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
No,
I don't know what you're talking about.
I take it you took your shoulder out.
Yeah, I dislocated it actually. Had two surgeries.
Do you ever get any guys that come to
Yes.
class?
Yes.
You guys have that
Occasionally.
take the pole dancing classes?
We do.
We have Mike.
So we
we have Mike.
we don't allow men in the lower level classes because it's very important to us at the studio that the women who are taking classes feel comfortable. And I know for me, I wouldn't have felt comfortable when I started if there was a dude in the class. So in the advanced levels, absolutely. We had two gentlemen in class on Wednesday,
Wednesday.
actually.
Yes.
But it's mainly and
I
in
have-
the beginning classes, it's all women.
And I have men coming to the aerial yoga
Oh,
as
okay.
well.
Okay.
And I think to a point to that, to what Melissa's saying, is that when you first start out as a beginner, a lot of women don't feel comfortable bearing skin, and I think the mistake that people think is that you know, you can't wear clothes, or you have to wear long leggings or what have you. But as you get more and more advanced, you need more skin exposure to actually be able to stick to the pole.
Okay.
And that's why you have to wear shorter shorts and the tank tops. But when you're starting out as a beginner, a lot of women are not comfortable bearing that kind of skin. They're not comfortable in their own skin, if you will. And I think our jobs as instructors is to help other women feel very comfortable and confident, no matter what size and shape they are, feeling good about themselves. So having men in a lower level class when the women are not as comfortable is really a challenge for them.
Sure, sure. Great. So what have been like some of the biggest challenges for each of you?
Okay.
Start with Melissa.
I think for me, you know, I'm married. I have two kids, and I think, you know, for my kids, my daughter, she's almost 14, and my son is 11. Oh, what does your mom do? Well, she has a pole dancing studio. I mean, my daughter, I actually have a magnet on the side of my car, and when I was picking her up from middle school, she actually ducked down because of the magnet on the side of my car. So, and she's better about it now, but I think that was kind of the challenge for me, is getting my kids to realize that this is, you know, this is something that's good for me, it's good for my body, it's good for
exercise.
my sanity. It's really no different than, you know, going to the gym or, you know, anything like that. But, you know, getting your 13-year-old daughter to realize that, easier said than done.
Right. Okay. And how about?
Mine's along similar lines, but my daughter's only a year old, so I'm not there yet.
Okay.
It's also kind of a frustration when people assume it's a stripper pole class and that you teach stripper pole and that we're there acting like strippers, and
there's a big difference
it's
there.
very frustrating because it's a fitness class. I mean, we have a warm-up, we have resistance training, we have so many things you would find in a typical fitness class. And I actually have family members who are kind of, you know, they tease about the stripper pole, and my dad likes to tease about that. You know, he was in the Air Force, so back in the day on TDY, I'm sure they went to their gentleman clubs, you know, so in his eyes it's something completely different. But I think a lot of people now, since they see it on TV, they see it in movies, they see it all over the place, it's a little more mainstream. So I think people are more willing to check it out and kind of drop the stripper connotation to it.
Yeah. And Beth?
So I think one of the challenges is when I first started working out pole dancing, I was at the gym and I was running on a treadmill, and I hate running, and I'm not good at running at all. And so one of my friends asked me to try it, and I took to it like fish in water. Became an instructor very, very quickly. It was very strong. I started, I eliminated the gym completely, and all I do is the pole studio. That's it.
Oh, wow.
About 2 years ago, I dislocated my shoulder and had shoulder surgery twice. And so I've been recovering, and I think it was amazing to me how quickly I was able to get back into, after not doing it for a long period of time, and got strong and throwing myself into things that I didn't expect to be able to do again. Will I stay away from certain activities? Yes, or certain moves, because I don't want to dislocate it again. But I think the biggest thing is finding a family for me. This has been a really big family, and they have pulled me out of some of the most you know, the darkest times of depression from injuring myself and not being active. And they've been a great group of women to be with, and I've been most appreciative of that.
That's awesome. Your turn.
Okay, so my biggest challenge is anyone who knows me knows that I'm a perfectionist and I hate to fail. Like, I will cry before I fail, or I just won't do it. Pole has definitely taught me that you're gonna fail a heck of a lot more than you're gonna succeed. Like, you can't go in there expecting to be the best at everything because you were the best in your class for doing this, that, and the third. Sure. But definitely, there's been times where Melissa's like, you're not gonna learn that today. Why not?
She's very bossy sometimes. She wants to learn something.
Yeah, when I want to learn something, I will do whatever it takes to get to learn it. And it will shatter my confidence if I fail, but best believe I've fallen off of a pole, got my happy little tail right back up there, and did it within the first like 15, 20 seconds. Like,
we build confidence for the ladies, I believe.
Yeah, so if you fail, everyone in the studio is like, it's okay, you got it, you can do it, you can do it. And then when you get it, the outpour, like love and roar from everyone, yeah, it's like being on the Academy Awards. Like, yes, I did that. That was me.
And I have a picture to prove it.
Right. If you don't have a picture, you didn't happen. So yeah, lots of pictures. But yeah, that was my biggest.
Okay. And how about you?
My biggest challenge is having confidence in myself. I always say I can't do it. I can't do it.
Yeah, you do.
And you know, and then I get up there and I do it. But it's just like I just don't have confidence in myself, and that's why it was hard for me to also do the competition too. I just didn't feel confident, and everybody's, oh, you're so amazing, you do so well, and everything. I love to dance. I don't have any dance background at all, but I love to dance, and it's I'm a natural. I mean, not trying to pat myself on the back, but a lot of people tell me that I'm a natural. I mean, I just sometimes I get in my own little world when I'm out there dancing, and I'm just going all over the place. I'm not following anybody. I'm just doing my own thing, and they're like, well, there goes Ginger. But again, that is my biggest challenge. I don't have confidence in myself, and so, but because I have a big support. Everybody at the studio is very supportive. Everybody encourages everybody. Everybody helps everybody. And my family, I mean, my husband and my children all support me in it, and they think it's great and everything. So
that is great. That's really great. Now, have you had all people come in that are in all shapes and sizes, and it doesn't matter? There's no. Because pole dancing has such a it's kind of stereotyped. Somebody would think, oh, I'm too overweight, I can't come in to do this.
I was 170 pounds when I started.
Really?
Wow. And I'm 130 now, and thank you. And it's only doing pole and yoga, and not at the gym. I am definitely not running on a treadmill. But my biggest message for any of you who've taken my class is to be confident in you, and no matter what size and shape you are, you have strength, inner strength, beauty, sexiness, and that's really the message that we drive. Do we want you to be in shape? Yes, absolutely, but that comes with time.
Right.
Okay. I think that's my favorite part about the studio is, you can go into any given class and, there's a range from 21 years old to 55 years old. Right. And it's all shapes and sizes, all ages, and it's great to see that. And it's great to see, these ladies from all these different backgrounds, and we've got people that are grandmas, and we have people that have just graduated from college, and it's great to see everybody coming together in the same class, learning the same moves, and I think that people, have this, image in their head that, you've got to be like a Barbie doll to do pole dancing classes. And, I actually have people call me and say, well, I'm 40, am I too old to take the class? Like, I'm 42 and I own the studio. Come on in.
Right, okay. Okay, so let's talk about the aerial yoga, because, I actually love it. I have taken yoga in the past, and this is a combination of like a bunch of different things, not just yoga. So how, somebody want to describe it?
That's Stephanie.
Well, it's kind of a fusion technique. It's some traditional yoga, Pilates, acrobatics, gymnastics, flexibility training. We kind of take the best of each, and we use the hammock to allow you to do all of these moves, and there is no impact. You can be any shape, any size, any physical conditioning. Come on in and try it. Everyone's kind of scared that the hammock might not hold them, or they just don't trust themselves. but it's amazing. And when you came in, you took right to it. You did a great job, and I could tell you enjoyed it. But yeah, it's just one of those things where people want to come in and try it. It looks interesting, and it's accessible. It's accessible to everybody. There's modifications for everything. It doesn't matter how old you are. If you've had a knee replacement or a hip replacement.
Shoulder surgery.
It's great for stretching.
You know, and
Yes.
men love it too. I mean, it's great for everybody, and it's a compliment to pole, because when you pole a
Yes.
lot, you position your body in ways that makes muscles tighter, some are looser, and the yoga helps stretch everything out, including your spine, including all of your muscles. Gives your mind a break, because you're not thinking about stressful things and just real life. So it kind of gives you that break to where you can just work your body and enjoy yourself, and it's great.
And I think too, a lot of people are a little nervous the first time they try, because it goes back to self-confidence and trust. And when you first get on, I don't know if you can remember back to when you first got on, will this silk hold me?
Right.
And going backwards or upside
Going
down,
forward,
going forward, and you quickly realize it takes about after the first time, you start getting more confident. Sometimes too, the swaying can make people a little bit dizzy at first. Even the pole when you're spinning, and we have some techniques to kind of help you stop feeling dizzy and splitting your.
I fell in love with it so much, I put one at home.
Yeah. Oh, did you really? Oh, wow. Yeah, I would love to have one of those at home.
Yes,
I would totally love
it.
Because
And when installed, my husband gave it to me for my Christmas gift this year.
Oh,
and had it
nice.
installed. I fell in love with it. Yep.
Do you do
took
like
a
the little
nap in it
cocoon?
last
Yeah.
I took a nap in it after the APC competition.
I mean, because I love like the
Shavasana
little
at the end.
meditation part at the beginning and the
Shavasana.
end, and I just the whole thing is just relaxing. It's a good workout, and it's awesome. So.
And we'd like to, I know Melissa and I were talking about, she's wanting to have more yoga as well. I would like to have the acro yoga, just partner yoga.
Right. We're actually running short of time, and we definitely need to talk about that again. We'll have to bring you back on the show to talk about this other yoga and any other stuff.
Too. Hoop.
Yeah, and definitely the hoop, because that would be pretty cool. So, but for anybody that wants to reach out to you guys, they can go to aradiafitness.com.
It's actually nova.aradiafitness.com.
I have it saved in my browser.
That's right. You just have us bookmarked.
Okay, so one more time.
It's a Nova, N-O-V-A, .aradiafitness.com.
Okay, and is there anything else that you want to tell anybody out there?
Don't be afraid to try it.
Yep.
No matter what age you are, no matter what size you are, you can do this. I'm a grandmother of 3, and I won't say my age, but again, I'm over 40, but I have 3 grandchildren, and you can do it as a grandma.
And there's no schedule constrictions or anything. People can just do it at their own pace, and just, so that I like about it. So
we
there's no,
we try to be flexible with everybody's schedule and really try to make something work.
And
no
level.
rush. Everyone can go
level.
at their own pace.
Great. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
guys.
Thank you
You'll
for having
see
us.
A video. You saw one in the beginning, and now you're going to see one again of these women and others of Aradia Fitness. So if you're just getting in, make sure you go to www.potluck-online.org, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.